So you want to bring your insulin levels down. The best thing you can do in the world is to do fasting.
Do you mean fasting or a calorie deficit? Or is it the same thing in your view?
No, they're not the same thing. They are not the same thing. You see, when you don't eat, your insulin levels come down because you're not stimulating your pancreas anymore. So you want to bring your insulin levels down. The best thing you can do in the world is to do fasting. Because look, if I just simply cut down on my calories, then there's a different physiology that's going to take place in the body. And when you fast, there's a totally different physiology. When you cut down on calories, the body senses that there's caloric deficit. Your metabolic rate changes, actually slows down. And the body will start breaking down everything, muscles included. So you lose fat and you also lose muscles. On the other hand, when you're fasting, it's a different physiology. Fasting is, I've put on fat, now I'm going to take it out of the bank. Now the bank is going to be available for me to pull out my calories and use it now. And you start burning the fat. So in the first 12 hours of a fast, you take out all the glucose in the form of glycogen from your muscles and your liver. After 12 hours, you start pulling the fat out. And the first place the fat comes out of is going to be visceral fat. That is why fasting benefits you so much, because it gets rid of that worst fat, the fat that is very inflammatory. You see, if I did a biopsy of your visceral fat versus a biopsy of, let's say, a fat on your buttock, two different types of fat. One is full of inflammatory molecules. The other one is not full of inflammatory molecules. One is producing interleukin-6 and tumor necrosis factor, and this other fat is not. These are two different fat storages. Visceral fat is very toxic. It's very inflammatory. And that is why patients who have visceral fat make all these molecules. So when I do the blood test, I see that, oh, you've got so much inflammation. You've got interleukin-6 is high, tumor necrosis factor is high, your CRP is running high. And one of the reasons for this is not just leaky gut and other things that I look at, but in your case, it is also because you have a lot of ectopic fat. Ectopic fat. Ectopic fat is, now we're realizing, is not just only around the liver and around your pancreas, it's also around your heart. So when we look at the coronary arteries and we see all those fat around the coronary arteries, you had a very nice diagram right there. And you can see that around each artery, there's that yellowness. That yellow is all plaque. Fat. There's fat around that, and it's plaque forming. It's plaque forming. It stimulates plaque. It's inflammatory. And now we can do CT scans that will actually detect how much inflammation is in the fat around the arteries as well. Ectopic fat is around the coronary arteries, it's in your liver and in your pancreas, and it is very inflammatory.